Welcome back, my friends. The news today is that the CEO of AI search company Perplexity, Aravind Srinivas, has offered to cross picket lines and provide services to mitigate the effect of a strike by New York Times tech workers. The NEET Tech Guild announced its strike Monday, after setting November 4th as its deadline months earlier. The workers represented provide software support and data analysis for the Times, on the business side of the outlet. They have been asking for an annual 2.5% wage increase and to cement a current 2 days per week in office expectation, among other things. But the company has decided that our members aren't worth enough to agree to a fair contract and stop committing unfair labor practices, the Guild wrote on X. They have left us no choice but to demonstrate the power of our labor on the picket line, said Kathy Zhang, the organization's unit chair, in a statement. The NEET's publisher, A.G. Sulzberger, criticized a strike 2 days ahead of the U.S. presidential election, saying in a statement, "Hundreds of millions of people are depending on the Times' journalism on election day and afterward, and it is troubling that the Tech Guild would try to block this public service at such a consequential moment for our country." But, before we get into all of that, I would like to thank everyone who views my videos. If you would like to support the channel, please see the link to buy me a coffee in the video description below. And, please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Picketers demonstrated in front of the NEET building in New York as negotiations continued. Meanwhile, on X, formerly known as Twitter, Perplexity's CEO offered to step in for the striking workers. Replying to Semaphore Media editor Max Tani quoting the publisher, Srinivas wrote, "Hey A.G. Sulzberger at New York Times, sorry to see this. Perplexity is on standby to help ensure your essential coverage is available to all through the election. DM me anytime here." Many on X immediately castigated Srinivas for acting as a scab, a derogatory term for people willing to perform the jobs of striking workers. It is widely considered a disreputable behavior in matters of labor and equity. By undercutting collective action, scabs limit the ability of workers to bargain with those in positions of power. But to offer its services explicitly as a replacement for striking workers was bound to be an unpopular move. Though TechCrunch asked Perplexity for comment, Srinivas responded to TechCrunch's post on X saying that the offer was not to replace journalists or engineers with AI but to provide technical info support on a high-traffic day. The striking workers in question, however, are the ones who provide that service to the NEET. It's not really clear what services other than AI tools Perplexity could offer, or why they would not amount to replacing the workers in question. However, in response to the clarification, we have opted to change the headline to reflect the claim that this offer was not necessarily specific to AI services. The NEET and Perplexity aren't exactly on the best of terms right now. The Times sent Perplexity a cease and desist letter in October over the startup scraping of articles for use by its AI models. In a conversation last week with TechCrunch, the normally outspoken CEO declined to define plagiarism. Artificial intelligence is increasingly being used in news production, but its role and impact are complex and evolving. Here are some key points about AI's current capabilities and limitations in writing news. Some news organizations are using AI to generate basic news articles, particularly for topics like financial reports, sports scores, and weather updates. These AI-written pieces tend to be straightforward, data-driven stories that follow standard templates. AI is being employed to assist human journalists with research, data processing, and other time-consuming tasks. This allows reporters to focus more on in-depth reporting and analysis. AI cannot currently conduct interviews, attend events, or perform original investigative work. It relies on existing information, which limits its ability to produce truly original journalism. There have been instances of AI-generated articles containing factual errors or misinterpretations. Human oversight and fact-checking remain crucial. Some publications have faced criticism for not clearly disclosing when AI was involved in content creation. This lack of transparency can damage credibility and trust. Using AI-generated bylines or creating fake author profiles raises serious ethical concerns. It can mislead readers and undermine journalistic integrity. There are concerns that increased AI use could lead to job losses in journalism, though some argue it may simply shift the nature of journalistic work. While AI can produce high volumes of content, there are questions about whether it can match the quality, nuance, and depth of human-written journalism. The use of AI in journalism is likely to continue growing, but its role will likely be complementary to human journalists rather than fully replacing them. The technology's ability to handle routine tasks may allow human reporters to focus on more complex, nuanced storytelling and investigative work. As AI capabilities evolve, news organizations will need to grapple with ethical guidelines, transparency practices, and strategies for effectively integrating AI tools while maintaining journalistic standards and public trust. AI-generated news articles have made significant strides in recent years, but their accuracy and reliability compared to human-written articles remain a complex and evolving issue. Here's an overview of the current state. AI-generated articles can be highly accurate when reporting straightforward, data-driven news like financial reports, sports scores, or weather updates. For these types of stories that follow standard templates and rely on structured data, AI can often match or exceed human accuracy. For more nuanced or complex topics, human-written articles still tend to be more accurate. AI systems may struggle with context, nuance, and making connections that aren't explicitly stated in their training data. AI cannot conduct interviews, attend events, or perform investigative work. This limits its ability to produce truly original journalism or uncover new information. While AI can process vast amounts of information quickly, it can also make mistakes or misinterpret data, leading to factual errors in articles. The accuracy of AI-generated articles heavily depends on the quality and diversity of the data used to train the AI. Biased or incomplete training data can result in biased or inaccurate reporting. Research shows that people tend to be more skeptical of content labeled as AI-generated, even when it's actually true or human-written. This perception bias could affect the perceived accuracy of AI-generated news. Studies indicate that humans can identify AI-generated content with about 54 to 57% accuracy. Younger people tend to be slightly better at distinguishing AI from human-written content. Many experts believe that the most effective approach is to use AI and human journalists in complementary roles. AI can handle routine, data-driven stories and assist with research and data processing. Human journalists can focus on complex analysis, investigative reporting, and adding context and nuance to stories. There's a growing call for clear labeling of AI-generated content to maintain trust and transparency in news reporting. Human oversight and fact-checking remain crucial for ensuring the accuracy of AI-generated news articles. In conclusion, while AI-generated news articles can be highly accurate for certain types of straightforward reporting, they still face limitations when it comes to more complex journalistic tasks. The most effective approach currently appears to be a combination of AI assistance and human expertise to produce accurate, reliable, and comprehensive news coverage. But, what do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. And, before we end, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions, doctors, including any type of specialty nurses, and that includes all grades of nurses. Lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus. Teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school. As well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorldNet.com also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So, be sure to check out ProWorldNet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Thank you for watching.